Welcome to the Cantina. This is the Cantina behind the scenes. Y'all getting a behind the scenes look at what we got going on in the Cantina. Turns out the Cantina is just a basement. Let me fix the camera. The Cantina is just a basement, but this is my studio where I do all my work. Welcome in. This is a series I'm calling Track Flip Tuesdays. Each and every Tuesday for the foreseeable future, we're going to be remixing a track a week. We're going to be, quote unquote, flipping it. And I'm calling them resold remixes. And I'm not resold like money, but resold because we adding our bit of soul into the music. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this series that's coming up. I'm doing it as a way to bridge the gap between new music coming out and house music, and also bridge the gap between my skills because I'm still learning production and remixing and the art of remixing because that in itself is an art. You know, DJing changed drastically when remixing came remixing came into effect. If that makes sense, because now you could have a song that's a country song. You could make it a house remix, and some people might not even know. But I digress. First things first. We doing a tea. I'm gonna try to do a tea of the week every week. So this week we got a nice Earl Grey. And you can't see that. Wait, hold on. They did this cup so it faces you. So it's technically, I think it's technically a left-handed cup. In a Six Flags Wayne Enterprises cup, we have a nice Earl Grey from Amity, London. It's too hot to drink right now. I don't need to do. I drink this every day. I don't need to do a review. But give me some tea suggestions in the comments. Please comment some tea suggestions so that I can try some new teas. And with that, let's hop into Abelton. So here we are in Abelton. I think first we should take a listen to the song. So the song that we're doing this week is Leon Thomas's "Yes It Is." Many people know Leon Thomas more for his acting as Andre, in which is another musical role. But it's more of an acting thing. As Andre in the show Victorious that many of us grew up with. So yeah, this song's at like 122. It's an R&B song, nice little. Here we go. I just play it.
When I'm talking to you, I don't know what to say.
So you get the vibe. I'm not gonna, I don't want to play the unedited because copyright. But I digress. So first thing I did, of course, was stem it out using fader. I use fader because I like fader. I stemmed it out, got all the components that I needed. I just took out the drums.
But I can call up
And then I added my own drums. So let's check out those drums. The drums that I added are a combination of drums I programmed. I programmed kicks, hats, toms, and then some loops. I'm a person that I think loops are. I don't think it's a sin to use loops. I know some people think it's a sin to use loops. I enjoy using loops because I think it's something, but I enjoy using loops because I enjoy being creative with loops, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to, of course, I'm going to take some loops and, do it a 4-bar, but I always try to make sure that the loops aren't the central part of the beat. So you're not hearing the loop, if that makes sense. You're hearing the combination of all the other elements of the loop, if that makes sense. I don't know, I might just be yapping. But here's an example. So you're feeling the loop, you're not hearing the loop. I don't know how to explain it. So it's adding a groove, but it's not, if I take it out, it's not like the beat dies without it. It definitely adds to it though, I have to say. But like this, for example, this loop, it just took that 1-2 bar from it. It's like an 8-bar loop, and I took 2 bars from it. So I think that's the way that people should be producing. But I, who am I to say? Realistically, everybody produces in their own way, and everybody makes their own music, and that's the story that they want to tell, which I think is beautiful. So arrangement wise, I did change the arrangement of the song. Um, so originally the song starts off with the piano, the vocal comes in and kind of just goes throughout, and then it has this like break towards the end. Um, there's a little pause between the break. I melded that together. Here's the pause. I'll show you it. Usually it goes. One second.
All you ever say is yes to me.
There's pause right here.
My ears are sensitive.
But here's the break.
All you ever say is yes to me.
It has that like there's like a bar. It's not even like I think it's 2 bars. I'm not good with bar counting, so I'm a DJ. I don't know music theory. So basically, what I did was I just melded it together, so it was like kind of on top of each other. I'll play it without the beat so you can hear it.
So when I ask you, is it mine? All you ever say is yes.
Usually there's like a bar, but it just helped. It helped me with the flow. I feel like it helps with the flow of the song a little bit. And then yeah, so I think a big thing that, and then I took that same break right there, this part, and I threw it in the beginning as a start. So I think a big thing that is my thinking when it comes to remixes is how can I take the story that they're telling with the song and add on to it and create a new story, if that makes sense, and change the journey that you're going on. And not changing it completely, but like adding on to it. So you're starting at a different point and you're ending at a different point, but you still have that base chunk of the song, if that makes sense. So you're starting at the break, and then you're going into the song, and then you're still ending at the break. So here's the beginning. But we don't want to give away all the sauce immediately, so we're just giving them first, just giving you bass. And then the vocals are coming in real slow, like real slow. My vocals are coming in. I don't have a joke for that. And with a little bit of a filter over it. So you don't hear it completely. You're really just feeling it. And then once that piano comes in, then you're like, oh, okay, we're here, we're getting this. And it's all about a climb. It's all a climb. This is all a climb. And even with the drums, we're not giving all the drums away immediately. You're taking the high outs, and now you're just now throwing them in. Adding to the groove, just throwing it in. And it's important. Think about it like baking like a cake or something. You're not chucking all the ingredients in and mixing. You're adding the flour, and then you're mixing in the eggs. You're mixing in whatever, the brown sugar or the sugar. You're not throwing everything into a pot and mixing it. You're doing it deliberately and specifically to an extent. I don't know. The dichotomy of but you're doing everything with a purpose. You're moving with a purpose, and I think that's important to do with music, because music tells a story. Music is energy, and it's energy that you want to give to people, and people are throwing back at you when they're dancing. You don't want to just throw anything out there, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think those are important parts to look at in this remix. This is my favorite part. And I added another break at the end with another chorus at the end just to extend it, because at least with house songs that I play, I usually like them to be like 6 minutes long, 7 minutes long, because I'm going to play 4 or 5 of it, if that makes sense, and a minute to mix in, a minute to mix out. That's how I'm thinking of it, with a nerd math brain. So yeah, and of course you want to add your ear candy. So the ear candy I added was the sweeps, impacts, stuff you're not necessarily hearing, but you're feeling. Another, I think a lot of it is about feeling versus hearing, and that's something that I'm probably going to talk about a lot within this series. Hearing versus feeling. What are you hearing and you're recognizing versus what are you feeling and then you really need to listen to hear. Uh, but yeah, the sweeps just kind of tie everything together, riser and the impacts. So yeah, so this is my remix of Leon Thomas's "Yes It Is." This was a breakdown, and I think future videos I might do more tutorial style stuff. So I'm gonna let this one play out. This is Leon Thomas, "Yes It Is," the Amir Brooks Resold remix. You can find it on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Amir Brooks. Free download link is there too on SoundCloud. Link to that will be in the bio. Check out my SoundCloud, follow me on SoundCloud. If you guys play it out, please tag me on Instagram at the Amir Brooks on Instagram. I'm stuttering. I'm gonna keep it in because this is who I am. I stutter. This is who we are. It's all part of the brain. So yeah, I'm gonna let the remix play out, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys download it. And I will see you guys next week with another track for Tuesdays. I'm Amir Brooks, and catch y'all.